Okay. Shoes.
Thrifting is a booming and growing business in the United States and around the world. In 2023, Statista found that 60% of Americans had bought something secondhand in the last year. The secondhand apparel market is projected to reach $84 billion by 2030.
Hi, my name is Rachel Umansky-Castro, and I started thrifting when I was 7 years old. And it wasn't really for fun. So my mom and I had to go thrifting because we couldn't really afford fancy name brands like Justice or anything else in the mall. So it was really a need for financial necessity to shop at Goodwill and other thrift places. I dreaded it for hours because I would spend so much time and getting all these clothes and going to school and getting made fun of by my friends and other classmates. But then years later during COVID, I saw my friends start posting videos of themselves thrifting, and I saw it was a new trend and it was a fun activity to go thrifting. So I tried it once more and my perspective completely changed. Like, it was this fun experience to try new outfits, to be creative, and now I don't really use thrifting as a way for financial necessity, but as a way to express myself. So I want to go to the local Goodwill and see how many people still shop for, financial necessity versus just as a fun activity, and if anyone also experienced that shift that I had.
Today, we're at Goodwill in Roxbury taking a deeper dive into thrifting culture.
Hi, I'm Nava.
I'm Annalise.
I'm Jenna, and I go to Northeastern.
I'm Tyler. I'm a Northeastern student, second year, CS.
Hi, my name is Camilla.
Thrifters we talked to cited affordability, sustainability, and ability to experiment with fashion as the main reasons why they love to thrift.
I thrift because it's really cheap, and also you get to pick out your own style and you aren't limited to the industry standards. So you get to be looking at so many different kinds of things that are from 10 years ago, from the present.
For multiple reasons, it grew to be one of my favorite things to do. It's very entertaining for my brain. It shuts it off, and it also is so sustainable. And as for someone who likes fashion too, I feel like I always find things that nobody else has.
Honestly, there was a store right by my high school that was kind of known for having really cool clothes, and that was sort of what drew me in. I didn't even really think of it as thrifting. I was just oh, these clothes are cool.
Definitely financial, especially at Goodwill. There's other thrift markets vintage places that are way more expensive and crazy. But stuff like Goodwill or select markets are super nice because you can get 10 items and have a $20 haul overall.
Well, I was just passing through really, but they have a lot of nice things and, cheap. That's good for the consumers, because things are expensive these days.
Everyone had a different way that they started thrifting.
I'm actually a vet, honestly. I've been thrifting since I was 13 in 7th grade, so I don't know, 12, 13.
I think maybe when I was a freshman in high school.
I'm from New Hampshire, and in New Hampshire there's huge places where it's just me and 3 old ladies, and so I love the Salvation Army there was where I would hang out because I didn't have really anything else to do.
Or mostly I just met people here who love to thrift, and they showed me how much stuff you can get for super cheap, and it's super cool, so I just started going with it. And they also introduced me to thrifting culture, which I thought was super cool.
Being able to have full control over, not full control, but you have so much more options in what you choose.
I started thrifting in high school, but I never really took it seriously, which kind of sounds stupid, but I kind of would just walk into thrift stores and be oh, this is all ugly. And then in college, I was inspired by my friends to actually dig through things and treat it like a challenge. So then I became a big thrifter.
And we also wanted to know what their favorite thrift finds were.
You can get some really crazy finds. I found someone stitched a weird looking dog into the butt pocket of some jeans, which was weird. You'll find crazy wacky stuff like that, which you wouldn't find at any kind of retail or professional store. So yeah.
This jacket. Everyone compliments it. I think it is maybe real leather, which I wouldn't want to buy normally, but I think it's fine if it's secondhand. And I have lots of old men come up to me on the street saying they wore this jacket in the 70s, and people just love it.
and I didn't really have like blazers or like suits or anything or like dress pants, so I went here, got a blazer, like a nice looking blazer for like $7, which I don't think you'd be able to get that anywhere else. And then like there's like some nice pants down there that I got as well for like $5. But yeah, super awesome. And that was like a necessity, which I pulled off for like $15, which is super nice.
Thrifting satisfies both needs and wants for these shoppers. What made you start thrifting?
I like these. They're kind of weird though, but they're kind of fun. Don't really know where I'd wear them.